The Lawrence Shankland saga continues into June despite his contract running out at the end of May. Whether he's in Dubai, whether he's in the West Midlands trying to get a move to West Brom, or whether he's going to Glasgow to get a move there, we're here to cover it. Welcome back to Fog Football. And before we even dive in to the clubs and the likelihood of him joining said clubs, let's have a look at Lawrence Shankland's stats for last season. So, 28 games in the Premiership, 6 in the Conference League, 1 in the League Cup, 4 in the Split, 3 in the Scottish Cup, and 1 in Europa League qualifying. That amounted to 43 appearances. In terms of goals, he got 9, but 11 assists. And that is a plus point kind of for Shankland this season, where he got drastically played out of possession. And once Hearts started playing him up front at the end of the season, when Critchley was gone, he started banging in the goals again. I'm convinced if Shankland stayed in the league and was played up front, regardless of which club we'll get into, he would finish at the top end of the goal scorers. He would. There's no two ways about it. He's easily one of the best finishers in this league. But Hearts' form just coincided with the fact that he was getting played out of position. I mean, he'll know 32 league. I mean, 32 league appearances, and he got 8 goals and 9 assists, which is 17 goal contributions in 32 games. Far from ideal for a prolific striker, but he was adding assists to his game, and you know what? If you can combine those assists with a bucket load of goals for the previous seasons, Lawrence Shankland's got fantastic stats. But in terms of clubs that he's interested in, well, in terms of clubs that are interested in him, let's talk about them. So, I mean, it'd be rude not to start with Hearts. Of course, Hearts signed him back on the 20th of July in 2022 from Beerschot in Belgium. They signed him for 470,000 million. 470,000 million or 470,000 euros, right? That was after his big move for Dundee United. A year later, though, Hearts signed him for a cutthroat fee. Actually, flash forward, flash forward. 3 years, contract's run out. He's still at Hearts. Derek McInnes has took the job, right? Now his highest market value was 4 million euros. That was last summer. Now his current market value is 2.5. I mean, considering he's got nothing left on his contract, I don't think they're going to get that. 14 caps for Scotland, 3 goals. When most of them have been substitute appearances, and Clark's given him like 2 minutes, man, up front, which is just an absolute disgrace in itself. But in terms of Hearts, I think it's quite clear that Hearts want to keep Lawrence Shankland, but at the same time, I think it's quite clear that Lawrence Shankland does not want to join or continue playing for Hearts. It just doesn't look that way. It's rarely appeared that way from Shankland, wanting to continue playing at Hearts. Everything you read what Hearts fans say, he can't. It looks like he can't be arsed. I mean, to be fair, they switched it around. Liam Fox came in, played up front, looked like he could be arsed a wee bit more. Could it just be that he's reeling and he's a bit angry that he never got the Rangers move that most of us thought would happen back in January 2024? It didn't. But again, I think if Rangers were going to sign Shankland, it would have been done by now. January 2024 was the perfect time to do it. Then you're like, right, maybe Rangers just didn't want to pay extra. They'll wait to the summer. Then that didn't happen. And then you might have thought, if his form continued, maybe they would have announced a pre-season agreement, a pre-contract agreement, uh, back in January of 25, like a couple months ago. But now, I just don't think it's going to happen, man. I really don't. It's like, I've talked about smart business for Rangers in terms of the free strikers that we've got. You sell Danilo, you could bring in Jamie Vardy on a free, or Shankland, right? And that's a good business model. Getting rid of Danilo, but bringing somebody in on a free who's fucking superior. And that would be Vardy or Shankland. As for Hearts, though, they've brought in Kabungu, right? Who looked good and hot and cold, looked brilliant in parts, non-existent in others, right? It'd be a massive blow to Hearts, but if he doesn't want to play for them, then that's it. And Shankland staying at Hearts, well, the contract's officially run out, so I'm going to rate it a 1 out of 10. I think it would take something drastic. As for Rangers, right? As for Rangers, what do I rate the likelihood of this happening? I'll rate it about a 3. Why I don't think it'll happen is the timing. I think it was going to happen when it happened 18 months ago or 12 months ago, right? Clement obviously just didn't fancy him. Russell Martin plays a certain style, and that style doesn't really suit Lawrence Shankland. He's not the greatest presser in the world. He's not atrocious, and I think there is well worse people that are less suited for the pressing role of the number nine. But he's not great at it. Put it that way. So I just don't see it happening. And then we move on to Celtic. There was obviously rumours with him going to Celtic last year, but it's not going to happen. I'd rate it a 1. The same chances of him staying at Hearts. Now, in terms of elsewhere, West Brom are the only real team that I've seen concrete interest in. Apparently, he was supposed to be on a holiday in Dubai, but he was spotted at West Brom's training ground. Whatever that means, I mean, that doesn't really bode well. Normally, when someone's at a training ground, they're probably going to be signing for them. West Brom, obviously, still in the Championship. Would Shankland do a job in the Championship? I think he would, but I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up being a flop, an absolute flop move for Shankland. I think his best bet's trying to force a move in Scotland, but like we've just rated him, he's not going to go to Celtic. He's not going to stay at Hearts, and I do believe that Russell Martin wants nothing to do with him, even though I think it's smart business. I think it is smart business for Rangers bringing in Lawrence Shankland, man. To me, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer. The guy is going. You're guaranteed to get double-digit goals with this guy in the league. I just don't understand why you wouldn't want him. But I think he's not going to stay in Scotland, and I think he's going to move on. So that's it for Lawrence Shankland. There's no guarantees. I mean, he could get a big bumper contract with Hearts, accept it. Rangers could finally go, yep, we'll get him. To me, it's smart business. Like, if Rangers don't want, it's like, as much as I would rather, like, the Torsman, right? He's a free, and he knows the league. It's like a license to print money in a way, because you're not spending any, but you're getting a guy that will do well, guaranteed. No one can tell me that Rangers would be worse with Shankland in over Danilo. Danilo is a hospital patient. I mean, he is the new Kamar Roof. He's made out of Weetabix. Unfortunate, but it's reality. Lawrence Shankland would guarantee more goals than Danilo, so therefore it would be better. And not having it spun any other way. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. We'll be back very soon here on Fog Football, I'm sure, with some delightful football and wrestling news. Damn it, we'll be back. Wrestling? Wrestling? Fuck, I've talked too much about wrestling on the other channel tonight. Wired, I say the night. I'm recording this last night, but when this gets uploaded, it'll probably be about 10 a.m. So, stay tuned.